And welcome to Officer Oil. I'm your host, Scott McAdoo. I'm a police first responder with a local agency in Maryland, and I also currently serve the community as the community outreach officer for my district. Outside of police, I'm a certified AMSOIL dealer, and when I'm not fighting crime, I am fighting friction. So I'm here with my son's 2001 Yamaha PW50. Got some things taken off here. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and do a carburetor and air induction system service on it with the power foam. So the power foam, the AMSOIL power foam, as you can see here, is a great carburetor and induction system cleaner. Does so many wonderful things. It does so many wonderful things. It's going to clean all those deposits from the ethanol and degraded fuel, remove the gum, the varnish, maximize horsepower, restore startability, improve fuel economy, reduce pollution. It's an outstanding cleaner, as you can see here on the back. Works great for ATVs, UTVs, marine engines, cars, trucks, tractors, lawnmowers, dirt bikes. It is absolutely outstanding. I've used this in cars. I've turned off check engine lights just because things get so dirty and the carbon buildup and the blow by, it just gets so gunked up in there. And this is a great way to clean and get things running back at peak performance. So if you have anything running rough, your lawnmower, your chainsaw, anything like that, small engine, handheld, try some of the power foam first, because most likely things are just dirty, especially if it's running rough and it runs a little bit. Put a shot of this in there and see what happens before you start spending time, money, taking the carburetor apart, sending it to a shop, getting a repair bill that's typically the same price as just buying a new unit. So my son's dirt bike here, I think it runs way too rich, and it has an injection system on them. I'm about this close to ripping it off and just pre-mixing because I think it's dumping in way too much oil. I have it warmed up right now. So to get to the carburetor, which is right here, okay, to get to that, there's 2 bolts underneath the seat, and then you simply pop off the air box. My filter is down in the basement. I cleaned it off, it's drying. And there's 2 screws, one there, one here. So very easy. And then you have easy access to the carb. Let's go ahead and get it fired up. Get this thing to use the power foam. You want to get things at operating temp, so it's nice and warm where things are, because metal contracts and restricts and everything depending upon the temperatures. We want to get everything nice and warmed up, which it is, and then spray it in there. Just give it some shots. It's going to bog down. I'm going to have to rev it up a little bit because you're throwing this foam in there, so it's going to be choking and coughing, and that's fine. It's going to smoke really bad. It smells like mosquito repellent, which I'm surrounded by them now, so I'm hoping it'll kick some of those down. And then we just shut it off and we let it sit for 15 minutes and just in there working. It's going to clean the entire system out, all that crud and varnish, and again, because I think I'm getting all that excess oil. So let's go ahead and kick it on here. So, give it a good shake. Easy tube. Real easy. You can spray this can all kinds of different directions. And what I've also seen some people do, and the hard to reach, if you're doing a throttle body on a car, sometimes it's a tough angle, they'll take a hose and then just spray through the hose so you can get a little better reach out of it. So I'm going to just give it some gas. And then give it some shots of the power foam. Here we go. So we start the clock, 15 minutes. Let the cleaner do its job. Let it get in there, let it start cleaning out all those deposits. And we'll come back and fire it up and then blow it all out and kick my mosquitoes down. All right, so while my clock's running here in the 15 minutes, all the directions are on the back. Let that focus. Again, very easy. Just warm it all up. Do it in a well-ventilated area. Spray it right into the throttle body, right into the carburetor. And typically for a car, you're going to want to use, or car or light truck, you're going to use the whole can. For a small carburetor like this, you don't need much. The one can goes a long way, a very, very, very long way. So you get multiple applications with this. We're waiting just 15 minutes now. 15 minutes. All right, so again, 10-15 minutes with the power foam. So it's had a chance to sit in there and work and dissolve that crud and gunk and all those nasty deposits that are in there. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Let's kill some mosquitoes, smoke this place out a little bit. And just blow it all out. And look at all the crap that I'm blowing out of there. Look at that. I should have moved over my my cardboard. I have to clean that off. Yeah, still getting that drip. So it didn't help me there, but at least I've cleaned out everything else. All right, so the AMSOIL Power Foam, safe for those 2-strokes, those 4-stroke engines, gasoline engines. Want to mention, bad day you put this in a diesel. Do not put this in a diesel. All right, very, very, very important. That is its biggest rule. Do not put it in a diesel, but it's safe for injectors, emission systems, catalytic converters. Just absolutely great. Just if you're also going to spray it into a throttle body, highly recommend bypass the mass airflow sensor. Just take it off right at the throttle body. Don't spray it in the intake tube, the air intake tube that connects the air filter to the throttle body. And most of the time you'll see the mass airflow sensor right there. So just spray it right into the throttle body. Unhook it. Unhook the throttle or the mass airflow sensor before you try to start the car. Sometimes they don't want to start. And then what it might also do when you start unhooking things, it might pop a check engine light. I've never had a check engine light not reset itself, and it takes a little while to relearn that the system is okay. So just hook everything back up, don't panic, or if you have the scanning tool, you can quickly clear it right then and there. So the AMSOIL Power Foam, great tool, great tool to have in your box. If you're a do-it-yourselfer like me, maybe you have a PW50 or one of those other applications that I mentioned, I highly recommend joining our AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program. And what that does is as a preferred customer, you save 25% off of retail. They're going to give you free shipping on anything over $100, drop ship right to the door UPS, often as quick as a day or two, depending upon where you live in the country. So very, very fast. You earn some points that you can redeem for money off your next order. You get the newsletter, wonderful program. My own parents are preferred customers, and many of my other family members, friends, police coworkers are all preferred customers. Outstanding program. If you are a service center, maybe a repair shop, an installer, we have a new installer program where you can earn 30% off of retail price. Again, drop ship right to the door, but they keep track of your orders. So once you spend $3,500 with us, they will take off an extra 5%. You get an extra 5% off. And then once you work your way up, so bigger accounts up to 25,000, they'll take off another 5%. So you can get up to 40% off of retail price. So great program there. And then they're going to start running some promotions. Buy a drum, get a pump, something like that. So if you're a parts store, in a parts store, you're going to get 30% off of retail, and we're going to give you 4% towards a co-op credit. And a co-op credit bank, what that does is allows you to buy merchandise, signage, hats, banners, shirts, all those goodies. So a great way to help promote your business. Maybe update your website, keep the receipt, send it into our home office, and we can use the co-op credit to reimburse the cost of that. So, or maybe if you're a commercial fleet, or a landscape company, tree company, construction company, or maybe even a local police department or state police department, you start out 30% off of retail, and then you can also earn, once you spend $5,000 with us, they'll take off another 5%, and then once you spend 10, they'll take off another 5%. So again, total 40% off of retail price. Drop ship right to your doorstep. So great, great, great program. If you move forward, please follow the link on officeroil.com. And they're going to ask you, if you end up on the AMSOIL's website, they're going to ask you, how did you hear about us? Please list my name. My name is Scott McAdoo, and my referral number is 164-9274. Again, 164-9274. By plugging that in, you'll be working with me, and it really helps support my family and I. So thank you so much for that. If you have questions, comments, please comment below. Please don't hesitate to ask questions. Comment below. Again, all that, we would really, really appreciate that. So AMSOIL Power Foam, huge fan, highly recommend this. And last thing I didn't mention was, outside of our outstanding motor oils and oil filters and things, we have a full line of other products. So Power Foam is just one of those other nice niche products. And AMSOIL won't put their name on anything that is not outstanding. So again, Officer Oil, thank you so much. And Officer Oil signing off.